Today you are going to learn more how the characters work. Hi everyone, I'm Jumi. From the last videos, I'm sure right now you know that Chinese characters can be very easy to understand. And today we are going to see some more indicative characters which can be surprisingly easy for you. Before we begin, I suggest you can find an image or picture of 3x3 grid. You can also draw by yourself. As we are going to learn more characters which contains more strokes and more techniques to design, the two lines on the top and at the bottom will not fulfill. The first character that you are going to see means up or above. It contains 3 strokes. You can start with a vertical line in the middle and then place a horizontal line under it. Finally, you should indicate a short stroke at the right side on the upper vertical line. The correct order of the strokes will be the vertical line, the short stroke, and then the horizontal line. You can choose the one which is familiar to you. Originally it was like this. The first curved line at the bottom represents the surface of the ground, and then the upper part represents something above the ground. As the time goes by, the upper part became like this to indicate something above the ground. Don't you see that is just like a flag on a stick which stands on the ground? It's pronounced in Mandarin, shang, shang, and in Japanese, ue or kami for kunyami, ue, kami, and then sho or jo for onyomi, sho, jo. Then the antonym of the character shang is down or below, which is the next one we are going to see. It has 3 strokes. You can draw a horizontal line on the top as a lead, and then draw a vertical line under it. At the end, you should draw a short stroke downwards at the right side from the upper vertical line. Originally, it was the opposite to the character up. The curved line represents still the ground, and the lower line indicates something underground. Then the lower line became this to indicate underground space. It's just the opposite of the character up. But remember that short stroke is downwards. The pronunciation in Mandarin is xia, xia, and in Japanese is shita or small or moto for kunyomi. Shita, small, moto, and then ka or ge for onyomi. Ka, ge. Generally in Japan, you can hear people say shita in their daily conversation. The characters up and down are both indicative. As you can see, the lines are designed for indicating the direction or the space. They are also called ideograms. The last character that you are going to see is very cute and it's very easy to understand. It's the character mountain. It contains 3 strokes. You can start with a vertical line in the middle, and then the left side draw another vertical line and make a zag to connect another horizontal line under the middle line. You should complete the vertical zag horizontal line in 1 stroke. That means you should not break the continuity from the vertical one to the horizontal one. Finally, draw a vertical line at the right side. This character represents originally just like the mountains. Then it became thinner and simpler. And now you can design it with just 3 strokes. It's pronounced in Mandarin, shan, shan, and in Japanese, yama for kunyomi, yama, and san for onyomi, san. Be careful that the Mandarin pronunciation is different from the Japanese one. It's all about the pronunciation of the HH sound in Mandarin. In Mandarin, shan. In Japanese, san. So today we have 3 characters. And now let's see how we can utilize them. Let's take a look first in Mandarin. The characters shang and xia can indicate the space. And to indicate the space, they are usually placed after the noun. For example, if you want to say on the mountain, you should say first mountain and then up. So in Mandarin, on the mountain, it would be shan shang, shan shang. So right now, you can try to say below the mountain using the same logic. That's right. It's shan xia, shan xia. Then the characters shang and xia can also indicate actions. If you want to use it as a verb, it's normally placed before the place. Therefore, going to the mountains, you can say shang shan, shang shan. Of course, if you go to the mountains, you should go up. Otherwise, you should xia shan, which means get down the mountains. Xia shan. The characters shang and xia can be figurative. For example, you can say shang ren. It's the way to call a monk or a nun who has high morality or wisdom, and you respect him or her. And then we also have xia ren, which is used in old time to say servant. In Mandarin, we also have yixia. It's usually used after verbs to describe an action in a short while, or to give a try to do something, or take a small quantity of something. Well, we don't know many verbs yet, so I'll just give you some examples. With the verb see in Mandarin is kan. So kan 一下, it means take a look or give a glance. And with the verb it in Mandarin is 吃. So 吃一下, it means take a bite or eat a little bit. And with the verb drink in Mandarin is 喝. So 喝一下, it means take a sip or drink a little bit. In Mandarin, people use 一下 very often. Next time, if you hear somebody speaking Mandarin, you can try to listen 一下. And finally, this is the last one, I promise. There's an expression in Mandarin which is 一上一下. It can be adverb or adjective for English speakers, mostly adverb. Anyway, it can be a subordinate expression in a sentence. I'll show you with some images. It can be used for one person or an individual subject. It describes a consecutive movement that is up and down. For example, he is moving from the second floor to first floor. So he 一上一下 moves his stuff to the new apartment. It can be used for more than 2 persons or more than 2 subjects, and it can describe the position of places. For example, there's 2 brothers. One lives on the second floor and another one lives on the first floor. They 一上一下 live in the same building. Then it can indicate different directions for 2 persons. Let's take the example of the 2 brothers. These 2 brothers, one lives on the top of the mountain and another one lives at the foot of the same mountain. After their dinner in a restaurant which is located on the hill, they 一上一下 went back home with satisfaction. There are still some other expressions of the characters 上 and 下. Let's talk about it with some other characters in the future. And now let's switch to Japanese. Remember, in Japanese, there are onyomi and kunyomi, and each reading way can have different meaning. In Japanese, they have something similar as in Mandarin. For example, they have sanjo, which means the mountain's top. And then Yamakami, which is the name of some other places in Japan. From the same characters, you can also have the reading way, which is Yamanoue. It's one of the Japanese family names. And other than Japanese family name, it can also mean the top of the mountain. Next, we also have Yamashita. It's also one of the Japanese family name. Normally to say below the mountain or under the mountain, it should be Yamanoshita. Next, we also have Kawakami. Other than Japanese family name, it can also mean the upper part of a river or the upstream. Next, we have Kawashimo. It means the lower part of a river or downstream. Next, we have shonin. Other than calling a monk as an honorific title, it can mean also saint. Next, we have genin. In the old time, it was to describe a servant or people in lower status. And the kanji of mountain is usually pronounced in onyomi way with the mountain's name. For example, Fujisan. Otherwise, to say generally mountains, it would be yama in Japanese. And this is all for today. See you guys.